What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, I have a YouTube channel now. I'm trying to do that, maybe, I don't know. And today is a sad day. Today, I meant to post a vlog about my recent trip to Pennsylvania to go see Colleen and Miranda's new show, Who Wants My Kid? And that vlog, well, crashed. My computer has been trying me, has been deleting my files, have been making software crash. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna do a Q&A, which terrifies me because I don't like talking about stuff that might come off as me bragging. But I know a lot of you guys are excited to hear all about, you know, Colleen and the trip and the merch and the show, and so I thought I would just suck it up and finally do it. I asked you guys on Instagram and Twitter to ask me questions, and you guys went ham. I think I got 130 questions, and so I asked some of my friends to pick some of the questions out that I should answer. Let's go through the questions because we have a lot to go through. I asked my friends to choose the questions because I didn't want to have any premeditated answers, and so yeah, let's just dive right in. So we're just gonna get the bag here and pull out the first question. And the first question is, how did you meet Colleen? And I feel like this is a very popular question that I got. And let me break it down for you. So almost 1 year ago, Ariana Grande announced that she was doing a music video called Thank You Next, inspired by a lot of the iconic pop 90s girl movies, because I've definitely watched those movies. And in the teaser for the video, there was Colleen. Now, if you guys don't understand how iconic and Colleen together are, first of all, you're too young for me, because almost 10 years ago, before Team 10, before the Vlog Squad, before the Sister Squad, before the Ace Family, there was Ariana Grande, Frankie Grande, Colleen, Corey, and Glozell. And that was the squad you wanted to be a part of in early 2010, 2011. They were everything that I wanted to be a part of, and they were iconic together. Now, obviously, Colleen and Ariana got really successful on both of their ends of like their careers, and so they don't have as much time to film together. But when I saw them get back together for this music video, which was already iconic because of the references, I lost my shit. I was so excited. I remember I was at a library supposed to study, and I just tossed everything aside and started drawing Colleen and Ariana Grande together. So I posted 2 drawings from that music video, the one being the Thank You Next reference, which was the first drawing I did of Colleen. And then the second drawing I did was the Bring It On reference, where Colleen was a pregnant cheerleader. And that was also iconic. So after that, I posted that on my Instagram, and back then I didn't have a lot of followers, right? And Colleen saw it and she liked it, and she ended up following me on both my Instagram and my Twitter. A little later on during the year, I saw her tweet very late at night that she wanted to make new merch because she hadn't changed hers in like 5 years, which I agree. She had not created merch in such a long time. And so I took that as an opportunity to reach out to her. I didn't expect much from it. I just went into my DMs on Instagram and on Twitter, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was just like, hey, I'm a graphic designer and I'm an illustrator, and I love you so much and I would love to create merch for you, which I was not expecting much out of. And to my surprise, she answered, and I sent her an email with a bunch of ideas I had in my head, and she was down and she wanted to work with me, and she made literally my dreams come true, truly. And then a little bit later on, because some of you guys may know me as the guy who gave Flynn Eduardo, I was watching one of Colleen's video a few months after, and Colleen was talking about this little elephant that is white, black, and red, and she said that her baby boy, Flynn, was obsessed with this image of this elephant that they decided to call Eduardo. And I, for a long time, since she decided she wanted to work with me, I wanted to find a way to thank her for making my dreams come true. And so when I saw this elephant, I grabbed that opportunity. I was just like, I can draw an elephant, I can draw Eduardo, I can make that. And so I reached out to the company called Buttsies, And Buttsies took my drawing and turned it into an elephant and sent it to Colleen. And the rest is kind of history. I went to see her in Waitress this past summer on her opening night, where we briefly met in the middle of a street that smells like piss. And we saw each other again at the Philly show this weekend. And so I've never talked about this story ever. I've never fully talked about this story because, like I said, I don't like coming off as if I'm bragging about anything, but that is a story that is very near and dear to my heart because I really took a leap of faith DMing Colleen that night. I thought for sure she was not going to see it, and she did, and I'm so grateful for that. Now, for the past year, Colleen has been an amazing boss. She treats me right. She's such a pleasure to work with. She's been an amazing support whenever I reach a milestone in my artistic career. She never fails to DM, comment, or tweet me and sending me all her love and all her support and how she's proud of me. And she's been also an amazing friend. She was there for me in a part of my life that I'm still going through, where I'm kind of questioning who I am and who I want to be and where I want to be. And yeah, she's just been an awesome person to have in my life this year that I hope I'll get to keep in my life for a very long time. And so yeah, that's the story. I can't believe I finally told that story. I feel like it's off my chest now. Now you guys know. But yeah, that was how did you meet Colleen? Next question. Wait, this is already 12 minutes long? Oh God. Anyways. Okay, this is, what is it like meeting Colleen? What was it like meeting Colleen? I have an answer for that because I literally talked to my friends about this. Okay, let me get comfortable. Okay, meeting Colleen is like going on your first Tinder date. I know, it sounds crazy when I say it, and I'm telling you, I'm going somewhere with this. This sounds bad. If you're too young to understand this, I don't blame you, but when you start to go on Tinder the first time and you match with somebody really interesting, you start to text, you know, you crack jokes, you know, you make little anecdotes, and you're like, oh my God, that person is so funny and quirky, and I love that person, and I can't wait to meet that person in real life, right? And you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, oh my God, that person is for me. That person feels right. Have the right energy together. And then you start to like really be really involved in this person that you're texting on Tinder, right? And for Colleen and I, this period of time kind of lasted a year, almost a year that we've been texting back and forth from time to time. And then comes the text. The text on Tinder that you kind of dread, but you're kind of excited for it. This is so stupid. Okay, so like on Tinder, you get that text that you're kind of dreading, but you're kind of excited for it, and that's the, what are you doing tomorrow night? And the what are you doing tomorrow night for Colleen and I was, see you tomorrow, because like I was going to the Philly show. And now you get nervous. You're like, oh my God, what am I gonna wear on this Tinder date? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? Where are we gonna go? And that was kind of the stage that I'm in. And I've heard stories from my friends who've been on Tinder dates with these people that they love talking to and they text to, and they're like, oh my God, that person is so awesome and so cool. And then they go on the date and bleh, lackluster, boring, dried up piece of bacon. Does not crack jokes, is not funny, is not quirky, is not charismatic, and they're like, wow, I just wasted 2 weeks of my life texting this person who was really interesting online, but just lacks personality and is not what I expected in real life. And I did not want to be a bad first Tinder date to Colleen. I didn't want her to be like, wow, I've been texting this guy for a year, then I meet him, and then he's just like lackluster, boring, I don't like him, I don't want to see him ever again. Also, I do this thing since I was a young kid. Every time I am excited for something, like whether that's a presentation in front of class in high school, whether that was interviewing for jobs, whether that was an important phone call, going on a date, I always question everything I said and done after the date. So like, did I talk too much? Did I not talk enough? Did I ask enough questions? Did I smell? Did I smell great? Did I smile enough? Was I keep doing these things. I'm like, do you guys understand the like reference? Do you guys understand what I'm saying by like a bad Tinder date? Like a disappointing meetup? I don't know. Do you guys understand? I feel like you guys understand. Like it's just like you talk to this person that's like really interesting online, and then you meet them in real life and you're like, wow, lackluster. That person is boring AF. I don't like that person at all. But yeah, like after these types of things, I always question myself. I always doubt myself. But like at the same time, it just means that I care. But yeah, that's my answer to that. But I don't think I should be worried about. I don't think so. I hope I get a second date. Colleen, I hope I get a second date. Because I hope I wasn't a bad first one. How was your overall day? The day started off rocky. I remember I left my house at 4 a.m. on Friday, and I was at the airport at 5 because my flight was supposed to leave at 8. And it got delayed 4 hours, and so I spent a lot of time in the airport. And then my flight left, and then when I landed, they lost my freaking luggage, and I was super upset that they lost my luggage. In the luggage that they lost, or misplaced, they said that misplaced it. Girl, you lost it. Child, the lies you tell. But yeah, in that luggage, there was the gifts that I was supposed to give Colleen, and I wasn't able to give it to her because obviously they lost my luggage. Not misplaced, girl. And so they lost that luggage, and then I also didn't have a change of clothes. And right when I landed in Philly, I got myself a Starbucks. And while I got myself a Starbucks, it was like a latte, a cloud thing, maki, I don't know. But I dropped it on my pants, and I didn't have a change of pants because like I didn't have my luggage. And so I dropped the milk on my pants, and I could not get another pair of pants, and there was milk in my beverage, and so I was terrified that my pants were gonna smell like rotten milk, and I was super self-conscious. And then I needed to get ready, right? And I didn't have a hotel room because I had late checkout, and so I needed to get ready in Glenside. And so I was in Glenside. I went to eat lunch at this little cute diner next to the theater, and then I needed to find a place to get ready, and so I went in a porta potty. So I was in a porta potty. I had like my toothbrush and all my things there, and I got ready ratchetly in this disgusting porta potty, brushed my teeth, put product back in my hair, put a little bit of moisturizer on, like put on deodorant, perfume, and I was just like, this is a new low for me. This is a new ratchet low for me, is getting ready in a porta potty in Glenside, Pennsylvania. Now, the other thing that happened in that porta potty is I dropped a bottle of cologne on myself, and it broke. And so I felt like I smelled like a douchey Abercrombie and Fitch model, and also rotten milk, which is a great combo if you ask me. But that was the end of like my bad luck during that day. After I got ready in my porta potty, so glamorous, just girly things, I went to the venue, and then the rest of the day was awesome. And so on this trip, I met Andrew. Andrew is Colleen's cousin, and if you've ever been blessed enough to hear him laugh in real life, you would know how iconic it is. He has the best laugh that makes you want to laugh too. I just love it. He's incredible. I've met Eric again. I met Eric briefly at Waitress at the show at opening night. He was super sweet. He's super shy. Like, I can't believe how shy Eric is, but he is so charming and he's so sweet. And also I met Corey De Soto, and Corey is super nice. He is one of the gays, and I love him. And Gwen. Okay, I'm that kind of friend where you invite me over to your house, I end up spending more time with your parents than I do with you. And Gwen is the kind of mom that I would just sit down and have a cup of Earl Grey with. Like, girl, we need to chat. She is so sweet. She is so kind. I love her so much. And then Colleen, I love her. Sweet as ever, super cool, a super mom. Like, 1,000 things were going on, and she still made time for me. Their nanny, I forgot her name. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna remember it in like 5 minutes. But like, she is super sweet. They were all super kind. They were all super cool. And Flynn is my everything. I will protect him at all costs. That smile, like, really calmed me down. I don't know. I was on the bus and I was really nervous. And as soon as he smiled at me, I was like, I'm okay. Thank you, Flynn. Thank you for making me feel okay. So yeah, they're awesome. I love all of them. Thank you guys so much for making me feel so welcome. After everything, I went back to my hotel room and Postmated myself some Taco Bell, and it was my first time eating Taco Bell. I had some Baja Blast as well, and I watched this new Shane Dawson episode, and that was the end of my time in Philly. Next question here is, how did it feel with all the support at the show? P.S. Thank you for taking a picture with me. It felt amazing getting to see everybody, because I feel like my, Instagram page is very much on social media. I don't get to go to a lot of events, and I don't get to see a lot of the people who support me. So just going to see the show and finally being able to like put a face to your names and talk to you guys is honestly so great, because I feel like numbers and likes and followers is one thing, and it gives you like a smidgen of like happiness for like a small second, but getting to see these people and getting to hug you guys and getting to take pictures with you guys, it was just like such a different experience, and it made me feel like, oh my god, like these are actually people that support what I do and that love what I do, and I'm incredibly grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for coming up to me and taking pictures, because I really appreciated it. And I remember calling my mom after the show and I was like, these people are so sweet. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Next question. Do you consider yourself a part of Colleen's friend squad now? That's an interesting question. I'm assuming by friend squad you mean her family. That's not even a reach. Yeah, I feel like her friends are her family, and also Corey, which is like family. Sure. I don't know. I consider myself a friend of Colleen's, a close friend, I guess. Could I say that? I don't know. But yeah, no, I feel like her family and Corey is like is a friend squad that can never be broken into. But yeah, I do consider myself, I guess, I don't know. I don't consider myself a part of her friend squad, but I definitely consider myself a part of her friends. Let's just say that. I don't know. That question scares me. Next question. How do you feel after Colleen said, "I see my friend Anthony"? I'm sure lots of people stared. I honestly blacked out. She is referencing during the Philly show, Colleen during the meet and greet said that she spotted me in the audience, and she was excited that I was there because I designed all the merch and things. And a lot of people stared. I blacked out a little bit because I am so socially awkward, and so I kind of like kind of disappeared. But yeah, not like people didn't cheer or anything. They just kind of like looked at me and was like, like him? Where? I don't see him. It was kind of a thing. But I blacked out for a quick second. Girly things, fun time. Thank you for that question. Next question. What is your favorite part about Colleen's show? I'm thinking about going. You should go. It's an awesome show. My favorite part of the show is either Miranda reading hate comments. I thought that was hilarious. And also during my performance in Philly, there was a guy that came on stage. His name was Rich, and she's kind of looking for a man to father her baby, and she parodies Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello making out, like that awkward Instagram post. So she awkwardly like licks the air, like pretending to French kiss like this guy on stage, and this guy was like went in and like tongue touched her. And I know she was in character, but I felt like she literally was disgusted by it. I felt like she was like really triggered by it, but like it was so funny. I loved it. Rich, if you're watching, you're a little nasty, and like work, love that for you. That's my favorite Miranda part of the show. My other favorite part of the show where she's Colleen is when she reads her diary, this like musical she did. I can't tell you all about it, but like Corey comes out and it's like one of the best parts of the shows. Would you ever work full-time for Colleen? I would work full-time for Colleen. I don't think anybody works full-time for Colleen except for maybe Corey. And so yeah, if she ever wanted, like I said, I even told her this, if she ever needed a roadie for tour stops or whatever, or people to come on tour with her to help her out, I would 100% do it. But I don't think there's a lot of available jobs, slots. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's my answer. But yeah, if she would ever like call me tomorrow and say like, hey, I'm going on tour for like a month, do you want to join? I need a roadie. Absolutely, I would say yes in a heartbeat. So yeah, I guess, yeah, I would work for her full time. Absolutely. I think we have personalities that work really well together. So would you create merch for other YouTubers? That's a really good question, and I think my answer, I've talked to some of my family members and friends about this. I would consider making merch for other YouTubers, but not illustration merch. So graphic design and illustration are two different things, and two things that I do. With graphic design, it's really easy to alter your style, alter the way that your logos look so that it looks different each time. With illustration, it's very noticeable that you have the same art style. So if I started drawing YouTubers for a bunch of merch, like all of the merch would look the same and it would not be special. So it is not in my contract with Colleen. I don't have a contract with Colleen, but I kind of give her exclusivity. And even her family, I would draw for like Rachel, I would draw for the Ballinger family, I would draw for anybody who wanted me to draw in her family, but I kind of give them exclusivity because I don't want to start drawing for other YouTubers for their merch and have it look all the same, like everybody has merch of themselves in the same art style. I feel like that would kind of make what I do for Colleen less special. So I've had a couple of times where I've said no to YouTubers who wanted me to draw them for their t-shirts, for merch, because I thought it looked too much like Colleen's merch and I didn't want to take away from that. So I'm kind of giving them exclusivity. She doesn't even know that, but I'm kind of only drawing merch for her because I want to make sure that it remains special and remains something that I only do for her. So yeah. Next question. Is there other merch you would like to create for Colleen? Actually, yes, there is. Ever since I saw her show, there's a part of the show, I'm not going to tell you when, but there's a song, and in the lyrics of the song, they sing, peer pressure made me disobey the Lord. And I thought that would be the funniest merch ever, and I would love to create that. So yeah, that is one of the merch items that I would love to create. I would love to create Eduardo merch, possibly, as well. I don't know, I have a bunch of ideas in my head, which I would love to create. What is the favorite thing Colleen has ever said to you? She called me dumb once, and I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know, it's a weird thing to say. I love being called dumb, but like, I do. I don't know why. Are you coming to more shows? I really want to meet you. I do want to come to more shows. I really, really do. I don't know if Colleen's adding more shows to her tour or not yet. But I would love to come to another show. I'm planning on going to another show. It really depends on like which shows are like going to be less hectic for Colleen. And I really want to go to a Christmas show. That would be really, really fun in LA. But yeah, I don't know. Which shows do you guys want me to go to? Because I would love to meet you guys again. How was it meeting Flynn? I don't know how you guys know this. I got this question so much. I don't know how you guys know that I met Flynn. I guess like some people saw me walking in the red bus, and they assumed Flynn was in there, but I don't know, like that kind of freaks me out. Meeting Flynn was awesome. Meeting Flynn, like Flynn is one of the cutest babies I have ever seen. And I'm only saying one of because I feel like family members are gonna come for me if I don't. But Flynn is one of the cutest baby I have ever seen. When I met him, Colleen picked him up and she introduced me to him. She was like, hey, this is a new friend. And like, it was kind of like a make or break. Cause like, I'm really tall, I'm brown, I'm imposing. So kids either love me cause I'm like, ooh, a big, tall, fluffy brown dude. Or they either hate me because like, ooh, a big, tall, fluffy brown dude towering over me. So I never really know, but I smiled at him. And he smiled back, and I was like, my heart broke into thousands of pieces. That kid is so stinking cute, and I really wanted to pick him up and cuddle him. But I have a 3-year-old sister. She just turned 3, and so not a long time ago, she was 9 to 10 months old, like Flynn's age. And around that age, they're kind of aware that they don't know you. And I remember my little sister at that age, she wouldn't like being picked up by strangers because she doesn't know you, and it was always better when like she would spend time around a stranger before that stranger picked her up and hung out with her. And so I initially really wanted to pick him up, but I chickened out because I was like, oh my god, I don't want to make him feel like uncomfortable, and like I don't want to make him uncomfortable. I don't want to make him cry. I don't want to make him, you know, whatever. So I'm confused. I love that you're like the new Corey DeSoto. Oh, sweetie, there can only be one Miss Corey DeSoto. Will the merch be added to Colleen's website? I don't see it. If you're referencing the mirandasings.com website, I have no idea. I didn't ask Colleen about that. Colleen really uses a website called Spreadshirt. So I think it's spreadshirt.com/Colleen. That's where you can get the merch. The Just Girly Thing shirt is not available yet online, but I'm sure it will be in a little while. So, okay, this is gonna be the last question, okay? How did it feel to have Colleen selling merch you designed and being there? Okay, how did it feel to have Colleen? Okay, somebody has really bad penmanship. How did it feel to have Colleen selling merch you designed and being there to witness it? Also, I saw you guys hug. It was so cute. Thank you. I'm reading this again. It felt crazy. I think the part that hit me the most is, like I said, I started watching Colleen when I was like 9, 10, or 11 years old. And I'm 19 now. I'm about to turn 20. So when I saw kids who were around that age, 9, 10, 11 years old, wearing the merch, it honestly made me super emotional, because that's the age that I discovered Miranda and Colleen. It was around that age that I started watching her videos a long time ago. And so just getting to see them wear the merch that I designed when I started watching her at that same age was like such a surreal moment. Getting to sign also your items was like such a weird and crazy beautiful moment. And so I will cherish that I will never forget that. Never forgetting seeing an 11-year-old girl buying her, seeing like an 11 or something year old girl going up to the merch stand and buying the Colleen and Miranda t-shirt and wearing it. And this little girl was like freaking out. She was like, "Thank you, Mom, thank you." And I like lost my shit, because I never went to a Miranda show when I was a kid. I would have loved to go to a Miranda show when I was a kid. And just seeing like that these kids get to go to one and they get to wear my shirt that I designed for her, even though I've been her for a while, was just like really great, really emotional. I loved it. That was the last question. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm gonna let you guys go because I have other things to do today. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you subscribe, like, and comment on this video. I try to post on Thursdays now because Thursdays are my favorite time of the week. So thank you guys so much for your love and support. I really truly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I try to post on Thursdays now. I don't know how long that's gonna keep going, but yeah. Okay, thank you. Bye guys. See you next time.